Good morning, Holy Names. My name is Mimi Gabber, and I'm a junior this year. I'm really excited to be taking over the school Instagram to give you guys the junior experience and answer any of the questions you have for me. Right now, I'm gonna exercise a little bit just because I think this year it's been hard and we've just been living such sedentary lifestyles. So I think that it's important to kind of get moving, and then we're gonna go to school. Guys, I am on my way to school, and I don't live that far away, but I do get a little paranoid about being late. So we are headed to campus, but feel free to ask me any questions, and I would be happy to answer them. We have arrived, and this is the new parking garage. It is very nice, and it's so fun to use. But now we're going to head to our first period, and first period stays the same for every single day of the week, and then the periods that follow switch. We're in homeroom right now, and while we eat, Miss Hyatt lets us watch the Great British Baking Show. It's very fun. Okay, guys, what was your favorite thing at the cafe before COVID?
I think hands down the cookies.
Yeah, same.
Those are awesome. Those are bomb. I will say that question kind of goes hand in hand with your class schedule, and that it does depend on which classes you do take, as well as a commonly asked question is how much homework we have. And generally, it really does vary, and it's not consistent every single day where it's a set number. I kind of wish it was, but it's not. And so I feel like in terms of homework, it can be, from an hour and a half to 4.5 hours. But again, that just depends on what class you're taking and how you're preparing for certain assessments. But overall, I think that Holy Name's mission is to prepare young women and for adulthood, and I think that they do a really excellent job when it comes to that. So just know that in the long run, it's going to pay off. For me, when I'm trying to manage my activities and where I'm supposed to be at certain times, I just try and make a list of priorities and what's most important to me. And that obviously includes school and health. And I think that even though it's really stressful and during your high school years, you think that you have to be a part of all these things. I think an important question to ask yourself is what's going to make yourself happy, and that's going to show and that's going to translate to other people. So always have that in the back of your mind when you're making decisions and trying to figure out what's the best path for you. I'm really excited to be an ASB officer next year, especially when planning holiday assemblies, because I always think that those are so memorable, but also connecting with the younger grades co-class presidents to brainstorm ideas for you all. Green Team is a Holy Names club where we brainstorm a lot of ideas on how we can help better both the greater Seattle area and the Holy Names community. And something that I really appreciate is that it's all about educating and teaching ourselves on how our everyday routines can sometimes be detrimental to the environment. And it's a great group of girls, so I would definitely recommend it, and I hope to see you there. Some of my favorite Holy Names traditions have to be the Garrigan Games, which is where grades team up and compete against each other, as well as probably the maze that the student body puts up for Halloween, and just the holiday assemblies in general. I think that those are awesome, and I can't wait for us to experience those together next year. Okay, I will not be doing any Season 2 sports this year, unfortunately, But I am cheering you guys on, and next year I'll be there, and it's going to be great. So I just wanted to remind you guys that tomorrow is one day for H&A where you can really make a difference in a Holy Name student's life by making a gift. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some pretty good surprises, so be sure to participate. Okay, that is it for my Instagram takeover. Thank you guys very much for having me. It was a lot of fun. And feel free to DM me if you guys have any other questions. I'm so happy to answer them. Have a great rest of your week.